So I placed an order, so I thought I would show you. This came in this week. So the first thing I got were these dots. So I'm going to use them on top of my ink bottles to do my ink samples to do my swatching. And these were like $1 and change. The next thing I got was this Madeira grain notebook. So it has the stretch band. I saw this on Katie, the Internal Flame channel, and she had ordered one of these, and I thought that this, because it's fountain pen friendly paper, it would be great for all different things, including this last half of it, which you could do some sketching on. So we have the really nice lined paper here, and then the back is the cream paper. So here's what it looks through here. There's 100 sheets ruled in plain, and that was like, I'm going to say that was like $4 and change. The next thing I ordered, I needed something to use to fill my ink dropper pens. So this is Asvine 5-pack fountain, whatever, blunt needle tip. So these would work. I have opened all of this up just to make sure all was okay. I did read online or see online where somebody had ordered, I don't know if it was just from regular Amazon or from Amazon Haul, where their ink had exploded because they only put it in one of those padded envelopes. Mine came in a box, as you saw. So this is the, oh, fingers. This is the blunt needle nose syringe. So you put the two pieces together like that, and then it's like a plunger. So you stick it in. So you stick it in the ink bottle, and I'm assuming then it pops up. Never had this before. I had just like regular eyedroppers, but in some cases I needed it to be like thinner, and this seemed to be a likely candidate for me. And I think literally this was like $1. It was under $2, I can tell you that much. The next thing I got, I love my straight edge, and I think this is the brand, this is Kokuyo. I think this is the brand that I ordered from before. Hold on, if I can grab my Hobonichi Cousin. I keep one in my Cousin and I keep one in my Week. So here's this. So this was just, a knockoff of something of Kokuyo probably. So it's a dupe. And I did like this one because it has like a serrated edge that you can tear washi, and then this edge you can do the same thing. But I use it a lot for the straight edge. I have used the numbers as well. The other second one that I have for my Weeks though got bent up. My fault. So I needed a second one. This one was on there. This looked different, so I went ahead. Now I'll open this one up. I already have, like I said, I've looked at it so that I would hopefully be able to explain it in case you all have not seen it either. So I did see, for example, you can draw in this light bulb. This shows you how you would double up your numbers, or double this circle for that circle, line it up, make sure letter 8. And then these could be for mood tracking. So you see you've got the square for the face, and then you do the happy, sad, etc. So now I can take this out. This is interesting because this could also be for a bookmark as well. Probably would work in the weeks really well. And then these are the different things that it has. So I was thinking weather tracking here, mood tracking here, and these are just basic things that you might be doing from shopping. I guess that's a camera for travel, and so on. And then a little bit larger numbers. I already put the other one away. All right, so that one was Jabun. I guess that's how you say it. Jabun. All right, let's just say this one, Kokuyo. But it actually didn't come alone. It came with, sorry for the noise, it came with this piece. Okay, so it had two in the package. So I'll take this one out. I assume it's going to have that little edge. Yep, but this edge is actually in the middle. So that would be cool. You could have them like that. You know what it, oh yeah, it does have. It has the deckled edge. It has the deckled edge, so you can, rip. That'll give you a different kind of edge than the other one that I had. So this is more of like a wave. The other one was sharper in just the angles of the lines. So this one I can show you side by side. Oh no, that's the wrong one. It's this one. This one I can show you. So you see it has a clock. So this obviously can be used as a clock or just a circle. And then it shows you draw the circle in and then you draw the lines in, and then you could then mark the time for whatever if you were planning it like that. This one shows you, this part here shows you if you were trying to figure out, I'm assuming, how you want to crop a photo. You could draw those dotted lines and you would know where to cut them. I think if you measured it out, you'd be able to see it that way too. I didn't quite figure out what these were for, except I think it's different. I don't know. It says, it almost looks like points, 3212p, something p, I don't know. If you can figure out what these might be for, let me know. Obviously that's a measure here. Arrows, which I think are cool. And this has a full 12 inches, and I think this does. Oh, this does not have measurement on it. There you go. So you kind of do need both if you want to have measure. This is a nice wavy line. That's fun. Yep, that's fun. All right, so there's those two. I save all this kind of stuff, and I like to document all this in my journal. I have a Midori paper journal that I put all kinds of things in. So I'm going to put that off to the side. All right, the next thing I have is this Energel Klena. I love my Klena pen. I love the, sorry about the noise. Let me see. Pretty sure this is a 0.7. If not, I will be surprised. Open it up. Ooh, I tore that. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, come on. Why are you not coming out? Come on. You can come out and play. All right, so let me see. No, it's a 0.5. Oops, here's the dot. Oh, come on. Dude, you're on tight. There you go. Nice. Smooth, thin line. I love it. One thing I don't like about it is that since I'm an art teacher, my hands are always dirty with something. And it always gets my white pens dirty, but I love the grip. I love this green and white color. I have a blue and a white one right now, and it just writes beautifully every time. So now I'm gonna have to cut that and glue that together for my journal. All right, on to the next thing. I know exactly. I don't know what I spent for that. I can tell you what everything is in the end. I know what I spent for this. It was under $10, and this is a 50 milliliter bottle. I love Pilot Iroshizuku paints. Oh, sorry. I love Pilot Iroshizuku inks, and this is Konpeki. I had a sample of Konpeki. I think it was one of the, I bought a bunch of samples from Goulet Pens, my original supplier. Sounds funny when you say it like that, of pens and inks. And they're great because you can do a lot of samples and try them out first. So I started with a bunch of Pilot Iroshizukus, and this was one of them. And I am a blue lover. So I bought the full bottle of it, and it does look like a full bottle, so we're good. Made in Japan. What does that say? No. And then it always has this little tie on it, which is fun. Okay, so there's Konpeki. All right. So now I have Momiji. Again, these were like $9.90. This one is a little squashed. It's fine. As long as the ink's not squashed. Which I don't think you could squash inks, but you know. Oh, it's got something inside. What does this one say? Does the other one have something inside? What is this? You know, Sailor. I bought some Sailor Date Gokoro, and it was really cool. It had this like little label that you could put on your pen converter. It was cool. So then when you open up the pen converter, you pulled the pen out, you knew exactly what you had. I love that. All right, here is Momiji. Again, I have this in a sample. I'm almost out of it. It's a light pink. But here is the fun part. I don't know, maybe for you, not for me, is that I have two. Two by mistake. So I thought that I was ordering not two Momijis, because if you can use 100 milliliters of ink, boy, you're doing a lot of writing, in my opinion, and God bless you for doing that, because you really are into it. Yeah. Yep. Now, somehow, both 2604, yep. Somehow I ended up with two. So at one point, I was certain that I had two, so I deleted one of them. And guess what? When I went to check out, I had two of them. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do right at this point. There is no way I will be able to use this much of this color, because as light as it is, yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out though. Well, this one's broken off, so not sure what that's about. All right, so that was my haul. I'm going to put one of these to the side, since in reality that is it. Ooh, there's a dead fly in there. So in total, this is what I got. Got this, these two, these, and if I didn't say so, there were 5 of them. This Midori notebook, and I don't know where to put this. Well, I'll put it like that. And these labels. All together. Oh, sorry. I really got 2 of these, because that's the price. I'll put this one up, because she's going to have to find a new home. $38. Yep. $38. Free shipping. Crazy, right? Most of these I only bought because they were 50% off. Like I said, these were like $9.90. So they were at least 50%. Well, I would say they were 50% off. Then there was another 10% off, and then I got free shipping. So, I mean, reality, if I was to pay full retail for this, I would have gotten those two. Because reality, these, and if you look now, these are $19 each. So there's 38. So then I got all of this free. Not really, but you know what I mean. So that's my Amazon, my haul of Amazon haul. I did get a Hobonichi, new Hobonichi cover for my cousin that I'll probably show the next time I do a haul, although I don't think I'm going to be doing anything anytime soon, as I'm heading off to Yoseka Stationery Fest at the end of July. So yeah, so this is, you can't even hardly see it, but this is Amina Pernohan. I've covered it up with my, all right, I'll take it out. No, this has to come out. So I have put this in a cover because I am a messy artist and a messy person. All right, so that's my cover. This is my beauty. So I bought her from Poshmark online. She was $40. She has marks on her, some here and some here. There's another one inside, but I think my cousin is hiding it right now. That being said, she's a beauty. I mean, you know what these go for. Made me happy. But I need to cover her up because it is fabric, so it is definitely going to soak in anything that might spill on it, and I'm really bad with that. Oh, but I did want to show you this if you've not seen this. So I love my Uniball P pens, and I know everybody's in love with the Zentos. I know, but I don't like them. They're too juicy. The line's too wide. The width of the line's too wide. So I don't like them. That being said, the other day I went to use both of my Uniball Ps, and neither one of them was working. And I opened up, I'm not going to do it now because I've got that on there. I opened up the pen itself. Here we go. There's my other one. I think I actually have three. I think I have a light blue one somewhere. All right, so I opened this up and I went, it's got ink. Well, why is this thing not working? All right, so then I'm like, do I buy a new ink refill for it? What? So then I remembered when I had, I swear, every time I use my white gel pens, they don't want to work. They just don't. And I buy the Uniball Signos, but they just stop working. And maybe I just don't use them often. I don't know what the problem is. That being said, I saw someone, I wish I could tag her now because this was amazing. So she said what you do is you take some of the kneaded eraser, and I have kneaded eraser, just a small amount, and you put it on the end of the pen. Okay, so I did this. And I thought, you know what? I've thrown away pens because they didn't work, because I was just so annoyed, especially the white ones like that. And then I don't know if she said you needed to like not hold them, but put them like in a cup upright or not, but I did because it seemed to make sense to me. And then when I took off the kneaded eraser, it worked. I remember going, it works. It really works. So I thought, okay, well, I remembered that from the white gel pen. Let's see if it works for this. Doesn't. Does not work. But works for this one. Maybe this one needs to stay up like that longer. Oh, disappointing. I thought they both worked. Okay, well, but this one works. Yay. All right, so best thing I can say is try it, see if it works for you. I do have to say I went back into Amazon haul. I do not see these kind of things, but I just keep checking, you know. I probably am on Amazon once a day. So keep checking. Maybe you'll find some cool bargains. All right. Hope to see you later. Thanks for joining me in the studio today, and have yourself an awesome day.